lot of young people misinformed and then consider impulse voter. I would like to suggest that can we not make highlight the good era of Bill Clinton, wherein there is peace and good economy, and highlight Hillary Clinton, who is a woman of a strong emotion and is representing the 4 F's of the new generation. She is fast, she is focused, she is flexible, and she is friendly.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, sir, I hope that you'll tell all of your friends that. And I hope that you will encourage everyone you know to vote here. You started off by talking about young voters. We actually think that only about 55% of 18 to 24-year-olds across the country are registered to vote. And in most states that have had a primary so far, or a caucus, a majority of registered voters haven't turned out to vote. So I hope that you will defy that here in Kentucky and have extraordinary turnout, and particularly have extraordinary turnout among young people. But I think what we really need in our country, and something I'm grateful that my mom's been an early and vocal supporter of and is now part of the Democratic Party's official position, is to get to universal voter registration at 18. And sometimes and to make voting, well, yes, easier for everyone, to have early voting, certainly to move away from this era of restricted kind of voter ID kind of expectations that we're seeing across the country. We have more voter ID restrictions in 2016 than we've had at any point since before the Civil Rights Act. So I was thrilled when Allison mentioned this, because it's something that we've lost real ground on in our country. But I think the reason it's important to get to universal voter registration 18, beyond it just being a matter of principle for our country, to say to young people that we are valuing your vote, we're validating your vote, we're also expecting you're going to vote, not only in a presidential election, but in local and state elections, because who holds office at every level of government really matters. But it's also important because the greatest predictor of whether someone votes is whether or not they're registered, which might seem obvious, but if you read kind of the media coverage, it often focuses on the weather, right? And the weather's not unimportant, but truly it's whether or not someone's registered. And I confess, I just have to believe that if until the early 1970s we sent draft cards to every young man when he turned 18 in our country, surely in 2016 we can figure out how to automatically enroll everyone when they turn 18 in our country. So,